Hi there, Janet here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to Scrapping on a Ship, where I am still scrapbooking cruise photos all month long. And I'm playing along with May I Scraplift You. Today I am taking inspiration from a layout by Crafty Meggy with a very central column, and you can find her links below. And somehow I didn't get my footage recorded, so I'm just going to walk you through what I did on my layout today because I don't have any footage of it. I guess I just didn't hit record. So I started out with a white piece of paper and I mounted my photos on it. So it's a 6-inch piece of paper. I mounted my photo in the center, and then I had two 3x4 cards that I trimmed down to be the same size as my other two photos because my selfie print's slightly smaller than a 3x4. So I wanted everything to kind of match up, and I did print these with a white border, so there is a white border around them, which makes the two cards look slightly bigger, but I went ahead and just cut them down to match the exact size of this with the white border rather than without, and I'm totally happy with how it came out. So I took my my 6-inch by 12-inch piece. I inked the edges with some walnut stain distress ink. I had about 1.25 inches of this strip of paper. This is from 49 and Market, and I don't know which paper it is, but I had about 1.25 inches of it. And I basically just tore it lengthwise, and then I inked up the edges and set it aside. And then I took about 1 inch of the corrugated paper and tore it in half lengthwise and inked up the edges. I also flattened it with my brayer, and then I did go over some of the corrugated areas with the ink just to kind of give it some extra depth, and set that aside. And then I had a 12-inch piece of this paper by P13, and I don't remember the name. Oh, I do have the name of it. It's P13's Summertime paper number 4. The opposite side of it is the blue stripe, but I thought the pink went really nice with it because it's kind of a muted pink. It's not really bright, and it kind of really goes well with these plumeria flowers. It also went well with this card. This card is just out of my stash. It doesn't go with any of the collection that I have, but the colors were right, especially since I'm pulling in the plumeria from this green one. I balanced out my green. I put my greener photo down here, but I wanted my cards diagonal and I wanted my photos diagonal from each other. So that meant all of the green is kind of on this side of my layout. And in order to balance that out, I ended up with a cluster over here with green. And then since I've got a lot of the pinks over here, the warm colors, I decided to bring the warm colors and continue across with this band of plumeria. So anyway, I had this 12-inch piece of this, but I wanted to save some of it because I might want to use it somewhere else in my album. So what I did was I cut two 3-inch wide strips of it, and then everything is backed onto just a plain piece of white paper. So I started with the two outside pieces, put my polka dots down, then I laid down my corrugated pieces over the top, right butt up to the edge of the pink polka dots, and then I had this piece from 49 and Market stick out about halfway over my corrugated pieces, and then I laid my strip of photos down. I did embellish with a wood veneer piece, 2 wood veneer pieces from MK. I've got the Labadee title, which these were an add-on for our cruise class. You could purchase them if you wanted. You didn't have to because we made it so our albums were tropical themed or very beachy themed, but you wouldn't have to use it specifically for this particular cruise if you didn't want to. But if you did want to, you could purchase the wood veneers that are specific for the ports we were going to from her. And then this is a retro, I can't remember what it's called, but it came with 3 pieces. I've already used one of them. Here's the other. And I can't remember what it's called, but I will put a link down below for those in the description box so that you can check that out. I removed the masking from my wood pieces, which protects the top of it when it's getting cut and doing all of the detail work, so that the letters and the detail doesn't get burned. And then it is adhesive backed, and it's only a 1/16 of an inch thick, you guys. It's not really thick. It's actually thinner than the foam stickers, but I went ahead and added the foam stickers even though they're a little thicker. I don't mind that. And then I added the green down here to bring the green across to this lower area because it's very heavy on the warm colors. I wanted to bring something a little cooler down. And then I brought the warmer colors up, like I said before, in these embellishments. And I'm going to leave it like that. I do have a little bit of area here that I'm going to do a little bit of writing. This gentleman was on the island of Labadee. His name is Gesner, and he was awesome. I was looking for the first aid station because I had a blister on my foot, and I just wanted to get a couple of band-aids. And rather than telling us where to go, he escorted us, which was so nice and kind of him. He escorted us over to the first aid area, and then he actually continued to escort us over to the dragon, I think it's called a dragon coaster. It's like an alpine coaster where you control your speed. He escorted us all the way over to that so that we could see if there was space for us to ride. And rather than just standing in line and waiting unknowingly, he actually went up front and to check and make sure we would have time to ride. And then once we were in line, he went back to his daily duties. But he was just amazing, really went out of his way to help us out. And it was super kind of him. It really kind of cut down on the walking to go and find where we were supposed to go so I could get a couple of band-aids, which was great because my foot was already hurting. But yeah, he was amazing. And that is it for my layout today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go and check out what MK is doing on her channel. I don't know if she's got something for you today or not, but go and check it out. Also, you can check out the May I Scraplift You. I've been playing along all month long with that, so you can check that out as well. And there are links down below to both that the playlist for that and MK's channel and her shop for the wood veneer if you're interested in this set. I believe she still has this, and like I said, this was exclusive to the trip, so she won't have that in stock. But that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys again soon with another video. Bye-bye.